Danny follows the girl home since he doesn't know why the bus driver lets her ride longer than other girls. He recalled the day when he shook his head as he observed her long, gorgeous curls. He took out the clippers and shaved it all off in one determined motion. With her short crew cut, his daughter thought she looked like a guy, but he truly didn't have an option. He reasoned that at least that one issue had been resolved. Welcome to USA Stories channel. Do not forget to subscribe and activate the bell button to receive all new updates. Now let's go to the story. In Utah, Philip Harry resides with his daughter, age 11. He departs early for work every morning, but he always trusted Isabella to get ready for school and ride the bus by herself, and had up to this point. He was unconcerned when he saw the first tardy slip in her school bag, but he started to worry when she got a second and third warning in a span of 2 weeks. Isabella had been raised in a loving home and had experienced a really happy childhood. Though they hadn't had much money, Philip always went above and above to make sure Isabella had all she required. Patricia, his wife, would always reassure him that they will manage. He had no idea that life had different ideas. Patricia was diagnosed when Isabella was 3 years old, and she tragically died 6 years later. Despite his devastation, Philip didn't give up. He bowed his head and made up his mind to support his daughter. However, Isabella had to deal with the implications of having no one to assist her with getting ready for school in the morning and drive her there. Now that she was motherless, Isabella needed to develop her independence. She got ready for school early every morning and rode the bus by herself. Though difficult, they succeeded. Years went by, yet Philip missed something significant because he lacked the knowledge and the time. Isabella started receiving notifications from the school for arriving late each morning. After a demanding workday, Philip tried to talk to Isabella one evening to find out what was going on, but she snapped at him and tried to divert the conversation. She didn't want the truth to do her father any harm. Philip started to become skeptical at that point. Philip told his supervisor one day that he would be leaving work early. Then he pulled up to the corner to see if his daughter was indeed riding that bus every day, just as she was supposed to leave the school and board it. As expected, he saw her right away. She boarded the bus promptly, along with several of her pals. All the way home, he rode the bus, but suddenly he observed something. Philip was aware that Isabella was going through a trying time. She hadn't been the same since his wife died, and who could blame her? At the time, she had just been 9 years old. However, she had recently changed significantly in behavior, and Philip was determined to find out why. Philip sat Isabella down again the next evening. He approached the topic tactfully, initially, by inquiring about Isabella's difficulty falling asleep at night. Was this the cause of her tardiness to school? Did she sleep too much? Isabella gave a head shake, but he watched the astonishment light up her eyes when he eventually questioned her about the bus driver. Isabella was asked by Philip why she was being kept on the bus longer than the other children. Could it be the reason for her daily tardiness to school? Then Isabella told him everything, opening up to him. Even after all the other kids got off, the bus driver had been leaving her on the bus in the morning and evening. When she revealed that it was because of her hair, Philip was astounded. Was something wrong with her? Isabella had trouble with her hair every morning after her mother died. Her father was not surprised by this discovery. He knew exactly what the issue was. Isabella had really had several blowouts with her father about her hair. Ultimately, the helpless father believed he had to turn to extreme methods to control it. Despite his best efforts, Philip was unable to detangle Isabella's hair. If I pulled her hair, she would become upset with me. He said, "I didn't know how to do it," in an interview. At that point, he realized he had no other alternatives. He shaved it all off, grabbing the clippers he used to keep his own haircut. Isabella was appalled to see what he had done after examining her short hair in the mirror, but she didn't want to annoy her father. She was aware of his best efforts. Regrowing out took 2 years. Isabella refused to shave it again when her father recommended it. They then decided on a middle ground. Rather than shave Isabella's hair once more, Philip grabbed a pair of scissors and chopped off half of its length. However, this didn't fix the problem, and Isabella's hair quickly became matted and disheveled once more. All she could do was try to cover it by tying it up until the day the bus driver became aware of it. Tracy Dean cherished both her career and her family. She knew she had to intervene as soon as she noticed Isabella was having trouble. She assumed her dad didn't know how to arrange Isabella's hair because she noticed that it had been trimmed the previous evening. She pulled a hairstyling bag from her purse and requested her to wait behind on the bus. Isabella and Tracy started having regular hairstyling appointments soon after. Every morning, Tracy would comb Isabella's hair and style it into a French braid. She was obviously having trouble with her hair. Sometimes she simply wants one braid, but we normally make 2 French braids first, Tracy acknowledged in an interview. Why, though, did she do it? It went slowly at first. Tracy had to do 10-minute sessions for a whole week in order to gradually untangle Isabella's hair. On those days, she had been a little late for school, but Tracy understood why it mattered. One of her 4 homegrown children is almost Isabella's age. However, Tracy was unable to contain herself when Isabella started talking about her mother. Tracy broke down in tears when she learned about Isabella's mother. Isabella was perplexed at first, but she understood when Tracy disclosed some information about her history. Like Isabella's mother, Tracy had also battled cancer. She was thankful that she could still be present for her kids and acknowledged that she was fortunate to have survived. "My children and spouse weren't the only reasons I lived." In an interview, Tracy said, "I survived for these kids on the bus who need somebody to talk to or do their hair or whatever." Isabella learned how to brush her hair from me as well. When she got on the bus, she would ask, "Does my brushed hair look good?" I'll remark, "You did fantastic." Philip was obviously shocked to learn about Tracy and Isabella's daily ritual. At first, Isabella didn't want to offend him. He had done his best, after all, to disentangle her hair. However, Philip's gratitude ended with Tracy. Isabella once returned home looking stunning. She looks the part for the princess that I refer to her as. I've been intending that she act the part, and her confidence has increased significantly, Philip said. As soon as the touching tale reached the public, Tracy was praised as a hero. She is still modest, though. It's just the way my mother brought me up, to be kind to everyone, especially those who are in need of some love. Even the mischievous youngsters deserve a chance, in my opinion. Please remember to subscribe to our channel, give us a thumbs up, and turn on the notification bell so you won't miss any of our videos. If you enjoyed the tale, the next video that plays on your screen will probably move you too.